into the mystery of mysticism, into your spirituality, into connection with the divine. That is our invitation for you here today. Hello, my name is Reverend JoAnn, and this is Gathering of Light into Spiritual Fellowship. Gathering of Light is a place of heart-to-heart unity, connection with all of you. We are here to inspire you to connect to that place, the divine within you. And we do that by drawing from the wisdom of all the world's traditions to help that wisdom to inspire and enrich us. And so, in celebration of just past Eid al-Fitr, this is Eid, the breaking of the fast from Ramadan. And so we're asking to see how well you all do. Once you leave those workshops, once you leave your worship service, do you then forget about everything? What about all the work we did? Let's have a time of celebration, remembrance of all the goodness that all of that work does for each one of us, but how can we ground in that, use it more, and make it part of our own life experience? So, it is Eid, the celebration, right? Everybody made it through the fast. It is a huge celebration, but it's also not that we made it and it's over. We never want it to be over. The month of Ramadan is a blessing. It is truly a blessing to be able to take the time to pay attention to what we're grateful for what really matters in life, and to think of other people rather than ourselves. Right? It's a wonderful time, and to be able to celebrate that is a beautiful thing. And then the celebration is that we made it, and we did it, and devoted ourselves to the divine, and this is just a beautiful celebration. And so here, I wanted to bring it in for those of you that are out there, and I wanted to talk a little bit about, too, what we do here with Gathering of Light, and how it all comes together with everything. I was reading the book Breathe by Nana Perry, and she has a piece in the book where she talks about, she didn't baptize her children, and maybe she should have baptized her children because some of her family believed in baptism and some of them didn't, and then there's other things she does, and she can't find a place where she can go to, but she has this altar at home where she has some of these African goddesses on there, and she has Hindu goddesses on there, and she has collections and prayers and rosaries and everything that are up on there on her altar. And every time one of her kids are in trouble, she goes by and she stands by that altar. Something that calls to her own heart and something that she made up herself. And then here she is, this Harvard graduate person, and we have all these people that the more we know, the more we don't know. And the idea of that, the more we learn about all there is out there, the more that we see that we need to draw wisdom from all of it, and not to become so set and concretized in one set of beliefs because we miss out on all the other wisdom that is out there in the world. And a lot of times, a lot of us will hear something good, something really cool. How many times have you guys gone to like a workshop and or a retreat, and just driving home in traffic, think you lost everything you learned on that retreat, right? Yes? That's happened. You're out of the bed and everything's great, and then as soon as you get into the world, you lose it. We drop it. It's the same thing. After Eid comes the time when everybody, we spend so much time working on Ramadan and paying attention, and then once it's over, you drop it. And this work that we're calling everybody here to do is to tell you that this is something that we're trying to pull out of you. Like as Rumi said, right? That you are the art of the divine. And that this artwork that is in you, this light that has been put in you, that every circumstance of life that you are experiencing is trying to pull out this light that is in you so that it can shine brighter and more brilliant than any time ever, so that the world can be enlightened by it. And through all of our enlightenments, the whole world becomes elevated into a new sense of consciousness, and then we all live by the highest spiritual principles possible. How does that sound? Hard. Hard, okay. Honest. Got it. That's good. Well, okay, and that's really true. So how do we do it then? Because that was the benefit of following one way, right? That was the benefit of following one way. You just did what you were told, you did it, and you do it, and you just keep doing it. And that's an idea. And success trying to get to mastery, because that's the idea, right? That light and being that light, that's that sense of being in that place of mastery. But mastery doesn't just come, right? We have a few steps that we have to take before mastery. And the first one is immersion, right? You have to immerse yourself in the beliefs. You have to immerse yourself in the work, and you have to do it. And you have, the second step is to be repetitive about it. A lot of us, again, you read a really good book. We have the Michael Singer. Remember we did Michael Singer, right? And that book that we did that Untethered Soul, great book. But how often are we doing the work that's in it? Right? The book was over. Put it down, put it aside. What did I take within myself? What did I bring inside myself and internalize so that now I can utilize it and bring it into action in my life? Many times I'm asked, something will be going on and I'll have to say, I bring it back. What's the highest spiritual principle called for in this moment? That's a discipline. That's what we have to come back to and repeat over and over and over again in our lives. Because life is going to do what it's going to do. It's going to pull us off center. It's going to bring the things that happen. The seasons change, things change. Life gets hard. Finances go up, finances go down. Health goes up, health goes down. Relationships go up, relationships go down. All these things, it's the cycles of life, the things that change. But we need to find that balance and that core and help us to find that way and to stay fast to it no matter what. I was going to tell you a story about two frogs. Two curious frogs. They were best friends, these frogs. And so these frogs saw this pot over to the side of the yard, and they said, oh, we're curious what's in that pot. The only way to find out what's in that pot was to jump right in. So they immersed themselves in the pot and found out it was a bunch of milk. So the two frogs are sitting in the milk and they're swimming away to try to stay above the milk. Why? To breathe. And they're swimming away and they say, we'll just hope, we'll just pray. We're just going to pray, we're going to have faith, we're going to keep it. Somebody's going to come and rescue us and pull us out of this milk. And so they kept swimming, and one said, yeah, well, that's a good thing. We'll just keep it. We'll keep trusting that somehow someone's going to save us, or we'll get out of this milk. And the other one said, I can't do it anymore. I'm tired. Right? It's hard. It's tired. Got tired in the milk. Night came. Trying all night to swim. Couldn't do it. Said, sorry, I can't do it anymore. I'm giving up. And he dies. The other frog, now even more determined than ever, says, I'm taking this on. I'm not going to lose faith. I'm not going to lose faith. Something's going to happen. I know somebody's going to come by. I need to just focus on what I need to do in this moment. No matter what other people do, I need to focus on what I need to do. And so the frog kept swimming. And lo and behold, by the next afternoon, the milk turned to butter. And he just climbed out. Something he never expected. Didn't even think of a way or a means that that would ever happen. But he kept doing it. We need to keep doing the spiritual work for ourselves. We need to keep reaching out, find what works, and keep bringing that back. If I need to shift it around a little bit, shift it around a little bit. But it's not to lose. Not to lose what we have to gain in here. Listen to what Michael Singer says. When you have tasted the ecstasy of the inner flow, you can walk in the world, and the world will never touch you. When you know it, when you know it works, when you know that's what brought you there, and folks, this isn't somebody else. A lot of times people say, well, I have that because I went to see this guru and the guru did it. That guru just lit a spark in you. And any good guru will tell you that.
Amen.
They will tell you that I lit the spark in you. It is up to you to carry it now.
Yep.
And for you to find it.
Sure.
All of our prophets, all of the messengers, they have been guides. And even if it is God incarnate, it is still a guide because you need to bring out the divine art that is you. That is your job here. That is what this is all about. It's a reminder of that. Don't let it stop. celebration. Let the celebration be another kickoff into another immersion of doing the things that we need to do to continue to hold on. Mastery comes through discipline. It comes through discipline. And the more you want, the more you feel unique in your own capacity and abilities, right? The more that you want, the more that you trust in your relationship to higher power, the way that it looks for you, when you can, and yes, I know, for years I used to say, people say, it can't be a smorgasbord of spirituality, it can't be that, and then you're only doing the surface. No, because if you're tapping into the truth within yourself, the light within yourself, what you are really truly called to do within yourself, then you're going to go deep. It's going to find you. It's going to connect to you. Something is going to happen. The milk will change to butter. Not somebody else is going to come and change you. Everything around you changes when we change. And when you find that, when you touch those places, nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. There are some things that I've come to in this place of working and doing this work. And that these are the spiritual principles that we learn when we do the discipline. That I am grateful for every single second. To feel the breeze, the light of the sun, the day, your wonderful eyes. Can't say smiles. You know, it's just all of the things that are just the goodness and grace. We are so blessed. You ever try when things are difficult to play that song? I am so blessed. It's a hard song to play when things are difficult.
Amy
right?
makes me do it.
Yeah, there you go, Amy. Woo! Amy makes Tammy do it. Because that's right. That's what we need to do. It is because the hard time is a low vibration. That song is a high vibration. We need to change that wave and move ourselves into it. And it doesn't feel good. It feels like the waves are crashing on us. Things do get hard in life. But remember, a lot of times, the reason why it's so hard is because we're hanging on, we're holding on of the way that we want it to turn out. We want some control, we want to force, we want to make something different. Right? And that's when we drown in the milk. We drown, because you can't take it anymore. You can't swim with the weight of that all over you. But you can swim with faith. You can swim if you really, really connect to that light. Because that place inside of you that calls to create those altars, that attracts you, that constantly gives you a sign or symbol that it's all okay, that holds you up and eventually becomes the butter that saves you. And so it is.